Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Mr. Miyagi was still alive during the events of Cobra Kai? So in this timeline, Mr. Miyagi wouldn't have died in 2011, and he would live at his house, and Daniel would visit him on a regular basis. And since Mr. Miyagi is alive in this timeline, Anthony would actually have an interest in karate, so Mr. Miyagi would teach Anthony some karate, and the events of Cobra Kai would still play out. Johnny would defend Miguel, and he would still reopen up Cobra Kai, and Daniel would still invite Kyler over for dinner, and Mr. Miyagi would be there, and Mr. Miyagi would have some suspicions about Kyler, and Daniel would find out about Cobra Kai, and he would be mad, and he would tell Mr. Miyagi, but Mr. Miyagi would want to do some investigation of his own, so he would go to Cobra Kai, and he would talk to Johnny, and Johnny would tell Mr. Miyagi that he's not going to be following Kreese's old philosophy, and that this Cobra Kai was going to be different, and Mr. Miyagi would believe him, and he would see Miguel cleaning the windows, and he would show him the wax on and wax off movement, and Johnny would tell Mr. Miyagi about Kyler, and how he and a couple of his friends ganged up on Miguel, and Mr. Miyagi would truly see that Johnny wasn't like Kreese at all, and that he wanted what's best for his students, just like he wanted the best for Daniel. So Mr. Miyagi would tell Daniel about Kyler, so this would lead to Sam breaking up with Kyler a lot earlier in this timeline, and Mr. Miyagi would tell Daniel to leave Cobra Kai alone, and Mr. Miyagi would tell Daniel the same thing he told him in the 80s, that there is no such thing as a bad student, only a bad teacher, and that Johnny wasn't a bad teacher. So Daniel would listen to Mr. Miyagi, and the rest of the events would play out the same. Miguel and Sam would start dating, Robbie would still go to Daniel, and Daniel would start training Robbie, but Mr. Miyagi would notice that Robbie has some anger issues, so he would ask Robbie what was wrong, and Robbie would reveal the truth and how he was Johnny's son, that he was mad at his dad. So Mr. Miyagi would take Robbie to Johnny, and he would explain everything, and he would try to rebuild Johnny and Robbie's relationship, and Robbie would forgive Johnny, and Robbie would continue learning karate from both Johnny and Daniel in this timeline, but he wouldn't participate in the tournament, and Mr. Miyagi would want to resolve things between Johnny and Daniel, so Johnny and Daniel would actually become friends, and Miguel would still end up winning the All Valley tournament. Kreese would still come back, but Johnny wouldn't let Kreese back into Cobra Kai in this timeline, so Kreese would sue Johnny for taking Cobra Kai, and he would retake Cobra Kai as his own and kick Johnny out, but most of Cobra Kai students would go with Johnny, and Johnny would form Eagle Fang way earlier in this timeline, and he would get help from Daniel, and both Daniel and Johnny would co-run Eagle Fang, and they would teach the new students a mixture of both Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, and Mr. Miyagi would occasionally teach some of the students some karate. Tori would still join Cobra Kai in this timeline, and Kreese would go out recruiting new students. The school fight wouldn't happen in this timeline. Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang would go their separate ways, and overall things would be a lot happier and more peaceful in this timeline. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Mr. Miyagi was still alive during the events of Cobra Kai? Let me know in the comments below. I actually started an Instagram account. If you guys want to go follow me, it's probably the best place to message me. I'm also going to be posting some updates for the channel at Boxiest Official. Link in the description below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.